Welcome to Backseat Confessions Podcast. Slide into the backseat as we listen to mostly anonymous strangers tell us stories from their lives. I'm a rideshare driver in Atlanta, and the people getting in my car have absolutely no idea I'm going to ask them to share. My commitment to you is to tell at least a snippet of virtually every story recorded in my car in the order they were told to me. My hope is that you laugh, cringe, cry, but mostly connect to these amazing people. You may find a piece of your own story, or just feel more connected to the rest of us. Join us, won't you? So, hey, my new friend, this is an adult podcast. Themes and languages are definitely not suitable for everyone. Listener discretion is advised. Hey there, it's time to rise, shine, and grind, my dude or dudette. Grab your coffee, your smoothie, your sandwich. Whatever it is, let's get to going. I don't have all day, we're on a deadline, yo. People need the ride, and there's no time to waste. So let's vamonos. So, kicking us off today is one of those taboo subjects. This guy has a certain sexual preference type, and it opens up a world that doesn't get talked about very often.
Story number 293. Saturday, June 5th, 2021, 11:45 p.m.
So, crazy enough, I am attracted to married people for some reason. I hook up with married men sometimes. I'm gay, obviously, but I do. I mean, I don't feel bad about it,
right,
but that's on them if they feel bad about it. So.
Well, and whatever your story is, I can't wait to hear about it. But I've heard from some gay guys in the past that there's actually a surprising number of married men right, which is fascinating to me. I wonder why that is. Do you think it's like they're actually same-sex attracted and they just don't want to admit it, or do you think it's like it's sort of a release, sort of a fantasy, and that's all it is?
It could be both. It could be a fantasy and a relief too.
Okay.
Some married men won't do certain things to keep their straightness going. I don't know.
Okay, which is fair. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so on with the story. That's very interesting.
All right. Well, I've had probably hooked up with quite several married men.
Yeah.
Actually, today was one of them.
Oh wow! So this is fresh off the press.
Right, fresh off the press. I met on Grindr, and he is married, but he's open though.
Oh, like in an open marriage?
Yes.
Okay, and does his wife know that he's also
apparently so? That's what he says.
Yeah.
But his picture wasn't on the Grindr, so still being discreet about it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But cool guy. Hooked up, had sex, and then he left. And crazy enough. But
wow.
Yeah, let's see, a past one also. One married guy. I probably sometimes get flown out back to certain places to hook up.
Oh wow! So not like just a random like locally here, like.
Nope, I met them in Pennsylvania and see them quite frequently.
Wow, that is fascinating. So you're getting essentially a vacation out of it as well at that point.
Exactly. I never pay for anything, so I'm like, a free flight and a free car. Why not?
Right.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So from your vantage point, and like you said, this is on them if this is what they choose to do and all that. But what do you think what attracts you to it? Because there's got to be something that attracts you specifically.
I think for me it's the fact that they're straight and like.
Okay.
I always ask if they say they're married. I'm like, is it a guy or girl? If it's a guy, I'm like, okay, well, that's boring. To me, I'm like, oh, it's a girl. Okay, do they know? And then I'm like, They don't know. Okay.
Oh, so it's
then
like...
it's the excitement. I think every gay person wants a straight person that they can't have.
Oh, right.
But I'm like...
Yeah. It's
but
kind of like
not
going...
everyone's 100% straight, so...
Right. Yeah, I've heard it described before as everybody's on some sort of a spectrum.
Yep. And
there's clearly people that would consider themselves all the way straight, and then there's varying degrees. Yeah, I remember reading about that. So for you, it's like it's the challenge, it's the forbiddenness or the whatever of, okay.
And then once I see a ring, sometimes I take the ring off.
Okay.
But when you keep the ring on, I'm more like, maybe it's like the fact that it's naughty and it's forbidden, that it shouldn't be a thing.
Yep.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just a little bad sometimes. Right.
Well, no, it's like your own. I don't know if fetish is the right word, but it's like
almost like that. Yeah.
And everybody's got something, right?
They do.
Right. This just happens to be yours.
And I would never tell their secrets.
Right.
I don't know anything. I'd be like, "Who are you? I've never met you today.
I'm barely gay. What are you talking about?"
Right. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's right. Married what? I don't know what that is.
I'm like, I keep a good secret.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a fascinating thing, and like I said, I know it probably happens a lot more than in general people want to cop to, because I've heard from gay men before that, because I had a guy a while ago, a rider in my car, majorly give me the pitch for why I should let him give me a blowjob, and his basically. After his big pitch, he was like, "Listen, a lot of married men let me give them blowjobs or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, well, there you go."
Yep.
I personally am not interested, but thank you for offering.
Right.
He's very kind, and but yeah, that was part of what he told me. He's like, "There's a shocking number of married, supposedly straight men, who enjoy."
There's a place in Pennsylvania where if it's very conservative there.
Yes, it is very conservative in Pennsylvania,
and the amount of down low guys on there is insane to me.
But on that subject, and you may know this, but I remember seeing that the states with the highest porn usage are typically the Bible Belt states. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So if that's true, if I'm remembering that stat right, there is so I wonder if there's like this weird backwards thing of it, the more you sort of repress and all that stuff, it actually just makes people want to do the forbidden thing that much more.
The forbidden thing.
Yeah. Which goes to psychology, doesn't it? Because it's like if someone tells you no, you can't or shouldn't do that, that becomes a thing you start thinking about. Whereas if you don't say anything much about it, it's just kind of like, it's not as attractive. But I think it's why I think kids try drugs or alcohol, right? Or whatever the stupid stuff is.
This is like my little outlet of my own thing that most of my friends have maybe like 3 friends now.
Okay. Yeah.
But other than that, there's probably nobody really knows. I always just say the person's just unavailable at the moment.
Right.
And then they just assume what that means. I'm like, whatever you take what that means, that's what it means. I'm not telling you much after that.
Right. Fair. I was going to say, two more questions. One, in the gay community, do you have other friends that have a similar fetish, or are you the only one that you personally know of?
I feel like for me personally, I might be the only one. I haven't had other friends say they were into that.
But they could be on the down low as well on what their fetish is. Yeah,
exactly.
And then I guess we'll let this be the last question. What are you interested in your own sort of long-term relationship, or is that just not something you're interested in right now? Or
I was married before, so I'm just doing my own thing at the moment.
Okay, so this is kind of like your Rumspringa. You're just getting out, kicking up your heels.
I'm just getting all my, I guess, last hurrah one more time. I have one quick story, but Please. It was one guy that I used to work with. Everyone's like, he's not gay. I'm like, well, to be determined here. I made myself a challenge and it happened. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, they're always like, this person's not gay. I'm like, well, I would take that back, but I can't really tell you the reason why I know he's not straight. Right. So, yeah. many things.
That's hilarious. Well, and one thing that is definitely true is like whenever I've been complimented by a gay guy, it's like I don't really care where it comes from, right?
Right.
Even if it's somebody like a female that maybe you're not wouldn't normally be attracted to or whatever, but when someone is interested in you, if that feels good, you know what I mean? As a human being, you're like, oh man, thank you. And I actually had a rider the other day who she was kind of hitting me a little bit, and I was like, well, I'm married, and she was apologizing. I was like, listen, whoa, no.
Yep.
Don't apologize. Like you really literally made my day. And I wonder if that's part of it too, is, gay guys can be a little bit more aggressive than most girls, right?
They definitely can.
Right. So there is that to be pursued is something that we're not used to. I mean, it happens occasionally to us, but most of the time, of course, as men, we're the pursuers if we're straight. Anyways, well, I guess if you're straight or gay, duh.
Right.
That's
but I don't go for every straight guy. Let's be real. I pick and choose when, I'm like, okay, maybe this person's the person. But if they're on Grindr, then I'm like, well, I did not sign you up for Grindr.
No.
That was not I'm on there because I'm gay, so...
That's a really good point, by the way. Duh. I didn't even think about that until right now. It's not like you're patrolling the streets looking for wedding bands. They're literally saying, hey, this is what I want. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's not
I'm a little slow sometimes.
That's not my responsibility while you're on there. I don't ask many questions after that.
Well, it has been very enlightening. What an interesting conversation. Thank you for sharing, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Like I said in Ride, I've heard from other gay riders that this is a thing with some married guys. And I'm obviously fully aware of the far higher libido in men than women. But it would be hard to know how many supposedly straight guys are playing in the down low world. And do they consider themselves straight, bi, or closeted? It's an interesting question that I don't know if I'll ever get to ask a dude that indulges in such activities. This next lady breaks all the rules and the stereotypes. And even if you don't agree with her choices, I think you'll love her soul.
Story number 294. Tuesday, June 8th, 2021, 11:38 p.m.
So, I have two boyfriends.
For real? Like right now?
For real. Like right now. Like one just came from jail, so...
Okay.
I can't really leave the other one because I'm already, like, I feel like me and the other one got a soul tie.
Oh, yeah. That's hard, man. So, like, obviously, originally you just had the boyfriend that came from jail was the main squeeze.
Yes.
And then he goes away, and you, I assume, get lonely or whatever it is, and then this other guy comes along. Oh, man, that's hard, man.
So now I got two boyfriends. Like, I be talking to both of them, but I hope nobody... Today my birthday, guys, so I hope nobody posts me.
Right.
Because I'm going to get busted at that point.
Oh, yeah. Are you, wait, are both of the boyfriends back wherever you came from, or is one of them here?
Well, I'm from Jersey. They both from Jersey, too.
Okay, yeah, so it's not like... All right, I didn't know what you meant by... yeah, okay, got it. Tell me, how do you feel like this is going to go? Right now, they don't know about each other, but, like, how long are you going to...
Right now, I feel like it's about to blow up in my face because it's my birthday. So, I feel like the one I got a soul tie with, if he posts me tonight, he going to get me busted with my main squeeze.
Now, does he know about your other guy?
Yes.
Okay, so he knows he's the side dude.
No, he don't know that.
Oh, he doesn't know he's the side dude.
No, but he know about him. Like, he know I got an ex that was... He actually don't even know he just came home, like, last week.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, my God.
So if how I feel right now at this moment...
Yes.
If my side piece posts me for my birthday, I'm moving to Atlanta. Like, I'm not going back to Jersey.
Wait. Are you even, like, a little teeny bit serious?
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I really don't care, honestly.
So your heart tells you that no matter what happens with side piece, you are going to go back to main squeeze, or what? Like, that's the part I'm not totally sure of. Where is your, like, right now, what is your heart telling you? Okay, all blows up. Everybody finds out about everybody. What happens then? Which I know, of course, these guys have a say in this as well, of course. They may both decide that they don't want you, or they both may fight over you.
They might.
Yeah.
Well, if they both decide they don't want me, which won't happen.
Yeah. Okay. I want your confidence.
Honestly, coochie too loud. They ain't gonna hate each other. That's number one. Number two, if I had to choose.
Yeah. Which way
if I had to choose, I would choose. I wouldn't choose. I would tell both of them to get out my face and just brush it off and still date both of them, because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. Wow. This is really stupid. I'm getting, no. What I'm about to say is really stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. No. What you're doing is not. This is, and I'm just gonna totally admit whenever I'm biased. So
Okay.
it feels like it's much easier as a guy to have two chicks at once. Why does it seem like it'd be harder for a girl to do that? I don't know why in my brain.
Because guys, I think like guys just sleep, like they just sleep with different girls, but
Right.
us females,
Your
when
heart
we
gets
cheat,
involved.
we build.
Yeah.
We build when we cheat, right?
Yeah. It's very
It's
difficult
a
to do
podcast in the back of the car. Like, all right, I like Atlanta.
Oh
Ooh,
man.
this podcast is lit. This is a good idea. Can I ask you a question?
Please.
What made you do this?
Do you want the honest answer?
The honest.
Okay. I don't get into like my faith or religion very often, but I really think the idea came from outside of me, which I would call from God. I don't think, because I know when I come up with stuff, and then occasionally you'll have something that you feel like, wait a minute, that didn't come from me, and that's what I felt like this was. And at the time, I just thought it was going to be about entertainment, but I've realized as I've gotten into it, it is more. It's like, yes, there's plenty of things that are like make you laugh, cringe, cry, all that good stuff, but there's sometimes it's just like people need a space to talk. And then I think another one is when somebody tells a story where normally like, I cannot believe that girl's got two boyfriends or whatever, but then you hear your story and you're like, all of a sudden you go from, oh, I would never do that, you're like, oh crap, wait, my main guy goes into jail, I'm all alone, and somebody else comes along and I fall for him and I don't know what to do. Like, that is so legit and so real that it breaks down that wall of, well, I would never be that person, or what, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so those are some of the things that I'm realizing is happening with this podcast, is it's breaking down walls and it's giving people a place to tell whatever's on their heart. Anyways,
this is on the heart, heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy, like, as like I knew my birthday was coming, I said, this is where it's gonna blow up at.
So you know, you have that gut feeling that you know it's gonna go boom.
Yes.
Oh.
But let me tell you about me. I feel like I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
You believe in like signs, horoscopes, do you?
I don't really have an opinion, to be super honest with you. I don't know enough about it to even know what they all mean.
Okay,
right.
Well, I pay attention into it. Like,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
study it, I do it, so I understand it.
Yes.
And honestly, I feel like I'm not like relationship material.
Oh, don't say that, Ashley.
Not like that, and I don't say it like that because I'm really that bitch.
Yeah.
I say it like I don't really like people for too long, so
Okay.
I'm not really serious myself, so I don't really feel away.
Oh, okay.
As far as I can see, they both could cut me off.
Now, okay, can I ask you a hard question?
Yes, you can ask me whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm loving this.
That's
my first one out the door.
And happy birthday. I know I said it to you before we got on
Thank
to the thing, but yeah, happy birthday to you. Okay. So, is it possible? Is it possible that you don't let yourself invest in people too heavily? Because,
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh.
Because you're protecting yourself against loss. In other words, you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to invest my heart all the way because I feel like people may leave me and I don't want to get too brokenhearted. So therefore, to protect myself, I'm just not going to invest that heavy. Do you feel like that's what it is? Or do you feel like you genuinely just right now in your life just don't really care about deep long-term relationships? And I'm happy with either answer.
I'm gonna go with the second answer. Just like I
Okay.
just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't like it. It ain't that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get hurt. I mean, that's also an option, but that's never my main thing because it's always me. Like I don't feel relationship. Like I don't want to do it. I'm not invested in it. I'm in and out. I'm not like I want to see you 3 times a week. I don't want to see you every day. I'm not clingy.
Yeah. I have met women, granted,
I
a
could
few of them.
date you and you not live with me.
Right, okay. I was going to say, I've known women, not a ton of them, but I've known women that very much said they never wanted to be in one long-term relationship. They wanted to have multiple guys, and they wanted to, kind of like you said, like, I want you there 2 to 3 nights a week for me, and then really, whatever you do in the rest of your time, I'm good with. I don't need you around.
I'm really good with it.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking for you.
Yeah.
If I see you
cool,
3 times a week, thank you.
Yeah.
You too. This is so dope.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
And by the way, I know we're close, but you also want to start a podcast. Do you want to, before we get to our destination, do you want to talk just for a second about what that is?
We can.
You don't have to.
Actually, I do. I want to. I want to start a podcast because of the reason, like just what I said. I want to know other people's opinions. Like,
okay.
Sometimes I think it's weird. I think I need counseling. I want to know why am I like this because I don't think love is an ugly thing or a bad thing.
Right. No.
I wouldn't talk people out of it. I just don't think it's for me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and it would be fun. Yeah, it would be fun, like in a counseling session to dig in.
I want to hear other opinions. Like just like you say, I'm not the only girl. See,
you're not, but I would say you're probably in a 5% rate. I'd say 90. Right? If I was just to wildly guess,
I believe you. My friends think I'm crazy.
Yeah, but I will say this: you seem lovely and happy. Like you know what I mean? Like there's nothing about you that's I'm kind of like this mean, depressed.
Nope.
What you're right? You are very and
I'm happy go.
You are happy go lucky and you are you are at peace with yourself. And I'll honestly say that's kind of more important than whether you fit into a particular box or not, right?
Yes, and I think that's what it is. I think I'm just so into myself and self-love, and I think more people should be that way.
I agree.
But so I really don't care about people, like, period.
Yeah.
Honestly, except my kid.
Right.
And my brothers and stuff, like.
So your family, yeah.
My family and my close friends, they family. But other than that, I don't care about people.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm happy going. I'm not social. I don't know.
No. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen is when your story goes out, somebody is gonna hear this and a woman, and she's gonna resonate with it and go, "Oh my God, I'm not the only weird one."
Yes.
Right. And I think that's part of why telling your story is so cool, is because you think it's just getting, it's just you telling your story, and you never know when it goes out into the airwaves who it's going to touch and whose life is going to be made just a little bit better. So thank you.
Yes, and for the other ladies who hearing this, who probably thinking like, oh, she just want to be a whore, she want to see a lot of different men. It's not even that.
No,
because I can see the same guy, but he just can't be around me that much.
Right. No,
I'm just not clingy.
Yep.
Because if you're around me that much, I'm gonna get annoyed and I'm gonna get rid of you.
Right. You clearly.
I kind of like the chase. Let me throw that out there.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
I like the chase.
Yeah.
Like my friends know that. I like the chase. Like I want to look for you sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't be up my behind.
Right. And you clearly value your personal space a lot. Yeah.
I do.
That is huge. Well, you are amazing. Happiest of birthdays. I wish I could say I hope things don't blow up. I know they probably will. Here's what I hope is I hope that the two guys get their feelings all sorted out, whichever way, however way, and because I know you are going to rock on. I'm 100% confident.
100%.
You're awesome.
I am. I don't even care what happened.
I love it.
And I hope I start my podcast like I planned, and I hope you run by it one day.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, I actually in Atlanta.
So
because I'm going to have it.
Do it.
Lit. I'm doing it.
Yeah, do it.
I love this. This encouraged me more.
You're gonna have to DM me when we'll become Instagram friends, and then DM me.
Ooh,
and
I
want and I'll. Well, let's get off of this. Thank you again, Ashley, so much.
All right, you're welcome.
I just love her honesty and her self-awareness and self-love. I could chat for a long time with her, and I hope she does or did start her podcast where she gets to ask the big questions about whether she's the only one or there are others like her. It sometimes does feel like this project is somewhat about embracing what it means to be human. Grateful she asked about it. This next one is shorter than the last two, but fits nicely in the sexual adventure category that seems to be the theme for this episode so far.
Story number 295. Sunday, June 6, 2021, 1:09 a.m.
Okay, so my story starts when I backpack Europe for 6 weeks after I graduate college, and my plane lands in Dublin with 3 of my girlfriends, and we obviously go straight to a bar crawl, because what else do you do?
Oh, you're in Ireland. Yeah,
You're in Ireland.
It's what you do.
Exactly. Go to all the pubs. And we met a group of doctors from America, and they just graduated from their doctorate programs.
Yeah.
So they're buying us drinks, and I got along really well with one of them, and we kept drinking, and I ended up in a brothel in Ireland, which was a very interesting experience because the people in the brothel were not necessarily young or attractive.
Interesting.
And,
wow. So not like Hollywood would make this out to be. Oh, interesting.
No.
And can we fill in a little blank? How do you go from drinking with this nice doctor dude to a brothel? That's a leap.
Well, yeah, there was a little stop in the hostel room for a little bit, I think somebody on a street was just like, come with us for an adventure. And we were like, sure. Brothels are not legal in Ireland.
Okay.
I also will say that.
Okay. So this was an
illicit...
was like
it was literally in the basement, like underground.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nervous. Just like hearing this story, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I should have died that night. And then
really?
I beat my friends back to the hostel, and I heard them coming down the long hallway behind me. So I stood behind a wall and I scared them. I popped out of nowhere. It's 3 a.m.
So
yes.
What was your brush with death?
Literally just anything I do at any point. I don't know why nobody has just grabbed me and sex trafficked me or something crazy.
Oh my God.
That's
that's
how
macabre.
I think about my life. So there we go.
I am deeply grateful that you have not been sex trafficked.
Me too.
Yes,
Me too.
right, yes.
I am.
Well,
I also have to take a picture of myself with this mic because this is the funniest thing.
Yeah. And thank you so much for sharing. How cool is that? Not many people can say that they've been to a brothel in Ireland. Which
Yeah.
I can't really do the accent, but
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thanks for
Okay.
sharing.
Thank you. Also, what is
A fling with a doctor in a hostel that ends in an Irish brothel also really does sound like the making of a movie. Crazy. And of course, we all want this young lady to stay safe out there as well. This cute little story falls firmly in the kids say the darndest things category.
Story number 296. Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, 12:53 a.m.
Okay, so I was thinking about all these slang terms and these words that, the younger generation is using today.
Yep.
And my little grandson, Lucas, who is 5,
Okay.
he has a bad habit of leaving his little allowance laying around, and he'll come and say, Caden, which is his 7-year-old brother, he'll say, he's got a little speech impediment, and he'll say, Fwen, Caden done told my money every time he loses it. So I got tired of it. One day I told him, I said, Lucas, if you don't take that dadgum money in there and put it in your piggy bank so you know where it's at and you're not blaming your brother or for taking it or losing it, I'm going to spank your hiney. He put his little hand on his hip. He looked me right dead in the eyes and he said, Fwen, I know how to stack my people. It was so funny. I didn't even know what that meant, and then I heard it in a song, and I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, how does he know what that means? We've never used it. It was so funny to see him. He's little and he's a little blonde thing.
Yeah.
And to see him do that was the most hilarious thing. I still laugh about that.
That is the cutest thing. He knows how to stack his paper.
Yes, he knows how to stack his paper.
I love that. That's
you know what I
adorable.
should have said? I should have been like, please teach Friend.
Right, that's right.
Friend likes to shop too much.
That's right. Help me out. Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Miss Unique, for sharing this story. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome, dear.
May we all learn how to properly stack our paper. That's fantastic. Okay, so this same lady now tells us a little bit more about her life and what she does for a living. It falls into both the don't judge a book by its cover and picks up the sexual theme. I'm here for it.
Story number 297. Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, 1:04 a.m.
So, Miss Unique, we talked a little bit after your story, and you have an interesting life story and an interesting life path. So I'd love for you to share whatever you wish about that.
Okay, so there was something that I wanted to say. For a long time, I was a mother, a grandmother, and an industrial engineer.
Oh wow!
Yes,
But you got to be really smart to be an industrial engineer.
Well, that's what they say. But it was kind of easy for me because women are natural engineers by nature. They run households. They always have, you know. I mean, and that takes a sort of engineering.
You're right. They call it domestic engineering when they're
yes.
right. Yeah.
So, I want to talk about adult entertainment.
Okay.
The people in adult entertainment and how people view them and how people sometimes treat them.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I was Susie Homemaker, for lack of a better term, for a lot of years, and I'm still all those things. But I also work in the adult entertainment industry.
Okay.
Now, before I did, I can tell you, I was that middle-class, snotty girl that looked down her nose at people that done that. I was like, oh, how could they possibly, how could they possibly degrade themselves? Let me tell you something. It takes a strong individual to be able to make it in the adult entertainment industry. Because it is a profession. One of the oldest, most likely.
Right.
You know? So, people need to realize that people in the adult entertainment industry, they have walked a path that has brought them there. Same way you have walked a path that has made you work for the post office or whatever you do.
Right, yeah.
So you don't know what that path is. So leave judgment out of it, completely. I was talking to a girl a few weeks ago, and she was literally in tears because of something that someone had said to her that had seen her in a movie.
Wait, somebody had said something to her that had seen her in an adult movie?
Yes, they saw her in an adult movie.
And then they said something really vile or rude to her.
Yes, because the particular person is not Barbie doll, like what, but different people have different fetishes and different likes and tastes. Anyway, so it really hurt her feelings. And
I'm so sorry.
I felt so bad for her. I was like, you know what? Pardon the French, but screw them.
Yeah, and you can say any word you want, sweetheart.
Screw them because they don't, I mean, that's not what they like, but somebody does. You're getting paid, right?
Right, yeah. That's
so right. I thought about perception and people's different perception of different things, and how I perceive something might not be how someone else perceives something until you say, hey, look at it from this angle. So I want everybody to take just a little bit of time. If it comes up, or if something crosses your path and you think about what I'm saying now, listen, adult entertainment, there is a need for it.
Yeah.
It is legal.
Yep.
And so, what is the problem, people?
I know.
Are you hating?
I know.
You want to, because it's an open industry. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
No education required.
Right.
So just give them a break. Just give them a break. Give us all a break.
I know. No, that's so good. That's a good message. Doesn't matter if you're in or outside of the industry. People just need to be kind to each other. I'm curious for you. Tell me a little bit, if you don't mind. How did you make this transition from going from engineer and sort of Susie housewife to the industry? Like, what was that path for you?
See, I'm a little crazy.
Okay. I love the honesty.
I was married to a really good man, great guy.
Okay.
Got a son with him. He's basically my daughter's father. Good guy.
Yeah.
We come from two different sides of the tracks. His point of view and mine, we never could get on that same angle.
Yeah.
But we separated.
Okay.
And it was final. We didn't go back together anymore in August. And after August,
okay.
It was final then. So in December, I woke up one day and I said, I think I want to get naked and be on video today.
Like, literally, just like you literally woke up and said, I want to be in an adult video.
I want to do adult entertainment.
Wow.
I honestly, I've wanted to do it my whole life, but I never had the balls.
Because you were just, like, afraid of what people would say about you? Or
Well, yes, in part, but I was afraid. I don't fail at anything I try to do.
Okay, yeah.
So, failure is not an option for me, and I thought, that's going to be crazy. I don't think I'm going to want to do that.
Yeah.
When I was younger, but hell, I'm 43 now.
Okay, yeah.
I started New Year's Eve of this year.
Oh, wait, so you're new to the industry?
I'm very new.
Oh, wow. So wow, this is crazy.
You thought I was a vet, huh?
Well, no.
Everybody does.
Well, no, I was just going to say your story has got to be incredibly rare because most, the deal is most girls get in before 18,
Oh,
stripping.
baby, if I'd have got in but when I was young and beautiful, I'd be that Reba McEntire song, Fancy. I'd be living in a mansion somewhere.
Well, you have just the kindest heart, too. You're just so precious. Okay, so you got in this year, and what besides for videos, or have you done stripping? Have you done any other part of the industry?
All of it.
You've done all of it.
All of it.
And is there any part of it? I know you said it's hard. What makes it hard, and then what parts do you really like?
What makes it hard is I'm not a people person, friend. Listen,
oh, come on.
No, I'm really not. Listen, dealing with people of all walks of life, you name it, you deal with them.
Yeah.
And me personally, I like to deal with everyone fairly.
Yes.
And I like to deal with everyone accordingly to how they deal with me.
Okay, fair.
So that can sometimes be hard because people are hard.
Yeah.
People are very especially, I remember when I was engineering and stuff. Yes, a woman in the field is a little rare.
Rare, yeah.
I used to have this thing on my Facebook that said, the best part about being a female engineer is I have a bathroom all to myself. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, it's really hard because of the people you have to deal with and the ways that you may need to deal with them. Mm-hmm. Their perception, you may have to try to get on, see things from their perception in order to understand where they're coming from and give them feedback in a positive manner. And I try to always be positive.
Yeah.
I can be a real asshole, but I try to do it in a positive manner.
I was going to say, I can hardly imagine you being an asshole. You seem too nice.
I try to do it in a positive manner because negativity hurts everyone.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, when I was an engineer, people treated me differently.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in adult entertainment, it's almost like they automatically assume they are better than I am or that, things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got it from a professional end, a professional standpoint, where you have to really be on your P's and Q's, because a lot of the industry is a thin line between legality and illegality.
Okay, sure.
And you definitely don't want them problems.
Right.
You definitely don't want those problems. So having to keep that in mind while trying to see someone else's perception and deal with them on a level that you feel is positively understood.
Okay.
Man, the stress.
Yeah.
The disrespect is terrible. People just don't realize. People say, in the adult entertainment industry, they just look cute and whatever they dance or they screw or they whatever.
Yep.
And it's so much more than that. There is a lot to do it and do it well.
Yeah.
And do it alone. There's a lot involved. There's a lot to learn. Some of it has to be done by trial and tribulation, honey, believe me. Because I was not understanding. I had a good friend. I'll call him Dice. When I first started, he told me, he's a little Dominican dude. He says, Unique, I just don't know. You're gonna die out here. I'm telling you. You were just too good. You were too humble.
Right.
Man, he kept me alive, and I so respect him for that. He's probably my best friend.
That's
and
amazing.
I love him to pieces.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot of things that when he was telling me, I was like, look at this chauvinistic prick,
Oh, yeah.
But then when the things would happen and I would think back to what he said, I would be like, that little shit.
He knew what he was talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, God, he told me about that. God, how do you know that?
Give me an example of something that you thought was like a chauvinistic thing to say that turned out to be real.
Okay.
Or helpful.
Let me think of just one. Gosh. Yeah. Okay, so he tells me, he says, listen, because his demeanor, he's from like the city in New York and Florida, and his demeanor is very hard and street.
Sure.
So he would used to say things, and I'd be like, oh, what an asshole. Because one time he told me, he says, Unique, I'm trying to tell you, I'm a good dude. You're gonna run into you better listen to me, because you're gonna run into people out there that don't give a shit about you, and they'll tell you they do, but they don't. I'm good and I care about you, and you better listen to me. And I was like, you are younger than me. Shut up talking to me. I'm not trying to hear your shit.
Right.
He was like, I'm telling you. And sure enough, when I would run into people that I thought were good, but they would not be doing things in a positive. I'm not going to say they're bad, but they would not be doing things in a positive manner. I would think about what he said, and I'd be like, that little shit.
He was on something.
Yeah.
All right, so you told me the hard part. What's the part that clearly there's got to be a part of it that you're enjoying or that is attracting you to this industry, this lifestyle? So tell me the things that you like about it.
Well, the thing I like most is I'm a very sexual person, so that works out well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm a sponge. I love new knowledge, and this is something that, being raised a little Southern country girl, Pretty Woman is the most I ever knew about it,
Right, yeah.
So I do love the experience. I love the knowledge that I'm gaining from it.
Okay.
And I say I'm not a people person, but I analyze people and I study people, and this is one way to get the rest of the story.
I was just going to say, if you're a studier of human nature, oh my gosh, because people are going to be some of their most raw and real and honest when they're literally naked. And I'm assuming they can tell you kind of like whatever their deepest, darkest desires are, and you're not going to judge them.
Of course not. I don't judge anyone, and I would never repeat it.
Yeah.
I might take it and store it in my file cabinet in my mind and use it someday, like I did with my friend Dice. But I would never repeat that stuff. And the only reason I repeated that about him is because if he ever hears this podcast, he's gonna be grinning from ear to ear like a little possum.
That's so funny. Well, you are a delight. I guess my only thing I hope for you is that you learn faster than bad things come your way, and that you stay safe. But you are truly, you are a precious human being.
Thank you.
Really. And from the moment you got in the car, you were just a little sweetie, a little grandma, and I will say, one of my big hopes for the podcast is that people who maybe lead a different lifestyle or have different beliefs or whatever than us, that we break down some of those walls that separate us, and we start to say, ooh, that person's not much different than me. And your first story to me was just about being a grandma, and this story it's hard to wrap your mind around, but you're an amazing person. I would be honored to be your friend. So anyways, thank you for being you.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how much I was not expecting any of this from this sweet little lady. You hear the phrase that you never really know who someone is or what their story is, and man, oh man, this lady is living proof of that. I have so many thoughts about her story, but mostly it just makes me appreciate the true diversity of humanity. And I hope to become less and less judgy the longer I live. She was such a precious human being, and I wish her all the best. Our last rider for the night diverges from the sexual adventures path to take us into the place of suffering a little for dreams that we carry.
Story number 298. Friday, June 11th, 2021, 9:17 p.m.
All right, I just got a story of powering through, in a sense, that anything can be done, I guess.
Love that. Yeah, man, we all need those stories.
Yeah. So I went to school at a university in the South here.
Okay.
And I studied something that I never thought I would use, in a sense, but I needed to get some type of degree.
Yeah.
And I found myself where I always wanted to be a pilot, in a sense, an airline pilot.
Yeah.
And I had some family ties to that. And I never thought it'd be possible, with just the amount of time that's allotted and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I kind of pushed it to the side and started working a job that I just absolutely fucking hated.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't deal with it going in there every day, and I still work that job to this day.
Okay.
But I started taking flying lessons on the side.
Heck
right?
yeah.
And picked it up and got some of the certificates and stuff that I needed.
Yep.
And I mean, days and days go on. I'm living at home still.
Yep.
And that doesn't make it easy,
Right, for
got
sure.
two roommates, my parents. They're great.
Yep.
And so yeah, but I finally kind of powered through and just pushed through, and got my licenses and all that to be a certified flight instructor.
Oh, wow.
And from there, now I'm getting ready to be able to teach kids and kind of pass it on to them, in a sense, and earn my way up through the ranks, and then hopefully get a bigger up job there. But that's about it. Even if you're in a shitty situation like that, you can always find a way out and get something going from there.
Yeah.
I guess that's the moral of the story. I don't know.
Right. No, I love that. I love the idea that you want to do something to teach kids. Is that a normal path for an instructor? Because I feel like most people that get into that game are somewhere in at least their 30s, if not 40s, kind of middle age.
Well, see, it's interesting nowadays because a lot of the kids that are doing it, that are my age, they're there to get their hours to get to the next step and then get the hell out.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I can't say I'm not guilty of that, but I want people to learn stuff at the same time,
Yeah.
Because it's like a stepping path in the career.
So, what's the major leagues? I'm assuming airlines, but I don't know if it's private
that
or
would
what.
be the dream.
Okay.
I'll take anything. I mean, I've applied to so many damn jobs over the past 7-8 months.
Okay, help me out.
Just
in this.
crappy stuff. I mean, there was one that they wanted me to get in an airplane and fly over an oil pipeline in the middle of Texas for 6 hours a day, and you monitor the pipeline.
Oh, wow.
Over the time. And the guy in the interview told me, he asked me if you like going out and drinking with my friends and stuff like that.
Right.
And I said, sure. And he goes, well, don't fucking come here then. It's actually what he said to me. He goes, you don't want to do it. He goes, you're living in the middle of nowhere. It's not fun. You won't have fun. You'll be here. It'll be a living hell for you. And I was
my
like,
God.
Yeah, at least he's honest, though.
At least he's honest, yeah. So tell me this, though. From the cheap seats, I feel like I hear that there's this massive conveyor belt of pilots in the airlines that are going to age out, and then they're all going to fall off the conveyor belt, and there's not going to be anything left.
Absolutely. There's a huge rush and a huge hiring bump.
Okay.
And they got all these guys that are going to retire, and they got nowhere to go, so they need young guys like me to get in there.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like, maybe I misunderstood you, but I feel like you are setting yourself up for success to be in that world.
That's the hope, in a sense, is to make it there one day. And it's all about timing with the airlines and stuff like that. So it's an interesting area.
For sure. Yeah, I'll break this to you. Timing is one of the most critical things in life, period.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, dude. Well, I hope nothing but the best for you. And I love that even though you're working in a shitty job you don't like, you are not losing your dream.
Yeah.
And you're going for it, man. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. This is a cool gig you got going, so this is awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Letting people share their stories.
Yeah, man. Cool. And I hope it encourages somebody, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, take care, my friend.
Awesome.
I love his attitude. Willing to work a job he hates, stay living with his parents, all to be ready to be in the right place when opportunity finally opens up in his dream career. And in the meantime, he wants to teach those younger than him how to fly as well. What a great message. As we come coasting to a stop on our journey together today, I hope that you were challenged in a good way, like I was. Judging and condemning is easy. Anybody can do that. One of the definitions of empathy goes something like, if you were in that person's shoes and thought the way they did and had the same life experiences as them, you'd probably make the same decisions as they did or do. It's actually a great way to practice forgiving yourself. The now version of you can easily look back and beat yourself up. And there are always lessons to be learned, of course. But give yourself mercy when looking back and use that same lens of empathy I mentioned earlier. Blessings, beautiful people. This is what happens when you are a rideshare driver in Atlanta and ask people for their stories. These weren't handpicked people with great stories. They just happened to get in my car and be gracious enough to share with all of us. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be in Atlanta and need to grab a rideshare and end up telling the rest of us the next great story on BCP. I'd actually encourage you to, every so often, just ask a stranger to share a story from their life. You never know what you might learn. I believe that our stories are powerful. They can make you laugh, cringe, cry, or even get you to think or feel differently. Our stories can truly make this world a little bit better place. So please subscribe, rate, and listen to this podcast and share it with as many adults as possible. It would mean so much to me. First and foremost, I want to thank the incredible writers who trusted me with your stories. You're my heroes. Thanks also to all the people in the background who have believed in this project/dream. All of the music on this podcast was found on pixabay.com, and it was free, which is an amazing gift when you're starting a podcast on a shoestring budget.